Greetings, and some more greetings to all my loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, Empress Oracle, your favorite, sexiest spiritual advisor in the whole universe. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This information is given directly to me as a divine channel, and any use and or reproduction of said information without proper acknowledgement or accreditation will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties and or individuals. And so it is. Now that we got that out the way, guys. So today I would like to talk to you guys about tests from God, because y'all keep failing. Y'all keep failing, okay? Don't get me wrong. You know, that's how you learn sometimes. Failure is not supposed to be taken as a blow or a L or a loss, right? Failure is supposed to be taken as a lesson. And that gives you the opportunity, once you realize that you either are repeating the same cycle over and over again, or you're realizing that you did not achieve your highest purpose, or you did not attain, the acknowledgement or the whatever it is, the wealth or whatever it is from said path that you were on, you take that as a lesson and a learning experience. But what I must say is, and now part of this, what I'm saying is from personal experience, of course, because that's where the healing wisdom comes from. But all the other half of what I'm saying is from observation of various people from different geographical locations from all around the world. Okay, so I am not trying to compartmentalize or stereotype a particular region, a particular ethnicity, a particular culture, or anything. So if you do feel that way, click off now, because I speak freely on this channel. It's not for sensitive people, not that type of sensitive anyway. But basically, there are a lot of tests that are going around right now. And this is the time where people are starting to reap what they sow. Karma has been making her rounds. But also, too, a part of that is being tested. First and foremost, life is full of tests. We all have realized that. If you really, really pay attention to the cycle of life, you'll realize it's like a roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster. You have your ups and your downs. And a large portion of where people fail is because they expect life to be smooth. They expect everything to just flow flat. And that's not even the way the current flows. That's not even the way water flows. So what would make you expect that your life is going to flow like that? We need to be more realistic. And we need to realize sometimes that challenges that we experience through life, they're not always traps from the devil. Sometimes these things are tests from God to see just how badly do we want what we say we want. How badly do we want it? Do we want it bad enough to sacrifice our soul? Do we want it bad enough to go against what we intrinsically know is correct to do, regardless of what we have been taught or shown in our environment around us? Because if we see that the things that we have been taught are failing, not just even in ourselves, but in other people, why would you go and do the same thing? That make you an idiot. And we need to stop. You know, understand me I say? But anyway, sometimes those are tests from God to see how big our faith is. A lot of us, whether we claim Christianity right now or not, a lot of our initial structure for a religion, before we even go into occultism or spirituality, a lot of us, our bones bear fruit in Christianity or whatever religion it is that our family and our generations clung to. Right? So, of course, there are sacred texts in all of those various religions. And whether we grew up in the church or not, every region has some type of belief that has a religious basis that they form their ideals, their cultures, their paths, their traditions, and everything off of. So we have the religious text called the Bible. And even in the Bible, we see, one, not only does God call the people that people doubted the most, the people that were looked over, the people that were passed over from people on earth, those are the people that he chooses to bless. But also, too, if you pay attention to any religious text, any spiritual person, first of all, religion and spirituality go hand in hand when it is embraced appropriately. Okay? That's first and foremost. Don't argue with me. Argue with your pastor. But all of these individuals in these sacred texts, they had to prove their faith. They had tests from God. They had tests from faith. Okay? How big is your faith? You believe that you deserve something, but are you willing to stand by that? Are you willing to keep your faith in what you know is true, regardless of what the environment or the atmosphere around you is showing you? How well do you know yourself? How well do you know what is right? How well do you know what you deserve? How well do you know how to bless others besides having the expectation to be blessed yourself? That's what we have to realize. That's what we have to ask ourselves. And that is where a lot of people are falling short, because what we need to understand is, for those who ask a lot is required. And sometimes the things that are required of you are not financial. Sometimes the things that are required of you are physical strength, spiritual strength, emotional strength, and at the end of the day, just knowing who the fuck you really are. Because you'd be surprised how many people have no idea who they really are. They're going along with what they think they should be, or what everybody else tells them they should be, or how everybody else around them portrays themselves, and not even realizing those people don't even know who the fuck they are themselves. Who do that? We do. And we need to stop, guys. We need to stop. I say we because I've been there. And now that I have came out of that illusion, it's time for me to help you guys to stop deluding yourselves and selling yourselves short, and so that you stop failing these tests, because a lot of people do deserve the blessings that they know in their heart they deserve. However, how does God know? How does Spirit know? How does the divine know that you can truly handle the things that you pray for, that you manifest, that you ask for, if you can't even walk upright in your own personal strength? If you can't even stick to your own personal code of morals, values, and ethics, if you can't even follow through with the actions from the inside out with pure intentions for yourself and others, and keep the faith and understand that even if it does not come in the timely fashion that you think it should, you will be blessed. It will happen. That is faith. And if God does not feel as though you have enough faith in Him to keep pushing forward, him, her, it, they, them, whatever the fuck you want to call God or Spirit, I don't give a shit. But if God feels as though you don't even have enough faith to keep pushing forward with the promise that you know in your heart that He gave you, He's going to keep holding it out. That's a test. It's not, everything does not happen in the time that we as humans feel as though it should. Because time is something that is linear. And something else that we have realized by now is age and maturity do not go hand in hand. People mature at different levels, okay? Some people are not ready for the blessings, for the gifts, for the path that's truly for them until they are older in age, because they keep on having to repeat the same lessons and the same cycles because they refuse to see what's really in front of them, the truth, the fact of the matter, whether it's the intentions on how they're moving, the intentions of the people around them, or what they're putting their intentions and their energy into that's holding them back. And that's something that we all need to realize. We need to take the time to spend the time by ourselves. Go within, do that necessary healing work and shadow work so that we can receive the gifts, the abundance that we truly know that we deserve, so that people stop thinking we fucking crazy, just talking and dreaming. That is an issue. That is another test that a lot of people in the world are feeling as well. Okay? Talk is cheap. There's too many dreamers and not enough doers out here. And something that we have to realize that is a test as well. Sometimes God will plant the seed within you of what it is you need to do, but He will not show you how, or He will not give you, say, the finances to finance that dream. But you have to study to show yourself approved. You have to keep trying, and you would be surprised how the doors will open, how the universe will manifest it for you in a way that you had no idea was coming because you were so focused on that one way. We need to open our minds, broaden our horizons, expand not just our vocabularies, but our mindset and the way that we choose to accept the blessings from God. Because not all blessings are going to come easy. Some blessings are wrapped in packages of difficulty just to see if we really feel like we are worth it. If you're not willing to put that time and effort into yourself, why should God, your angel, and universe really put that time and effort into you? Why should they bless you if you're not going to be able to maintain that blessing? That's a test from God. That's a test that a lot of people keep failing because, as I always like to say, we live in this microwave age and society where people want shit quick, fast, now, and in a hurry. And I'm trying to tell you, good things take time. And good things come to those who wait. You keep planting your seeds. All right? Every time an obstacle comes your way, stop saying, why me, God? Why does this always happen? It's not fair. What you need to realize is if you were not making progress, you would not be going through all of these tests. All right? God would just be like, well, fuck you and leave you alone. But obviously, you keep on pushing forward and you're doing so well that God is saying, wow, I like the way they handled this situation. Let me throw something else at them so I can see how they respond, but also too, it's going to prepare them for the future when the real big things come, when the real big blessings come. They might not like it right now, but later on, when they're where they want to be, when they got the big money, the big status, all the visibility, and somebody throws some bullshit at them, they're going to be able to boop, boop, step right over it because I've already taught them how. They already know how. Right? That's something we need to realize. A lot of people are failing these tests because they're throwing the towel in too soon. If you say that you want to fulfill all your dreams, but you don't get them in 5 minutes or 5 years, you're going to give up. How are you supposed to maintain that dream past 5 minutes or 5 years if you couldn't even work towards it for that long? Too many quitters. Too many quitters going on. Too many people who are too smart to be failing these tests just because they don't want to deal with the illusion of obstacles that have been set forth in front of them to see how bad they really want what they feel as though their soul truly deserves. And if you didn't catch all of that, go ahead and wind it back. I said what I said. You know? We need to realize all tests don't come on pen and paper. They don't. All tests don't come with other people trying us. A lot of the tests, some of the most major and most important tests that we will have will come from ourselves. Are we going to let ourselves down, or are we going to prove ourselves wrong and pass these fucking tests and go on to the next level and ascend the way that we are supposed to? That's something that we all need to ask ourselves because we are failing in the ways that matter the most. And it's time to change, guys. With that being said, I love you all. Don't be afraid to go on Etsy and check me out at my spiritual boutique. Empress Oracle Shop is the name of my boutique. And there I have all kinds of crystals, oils, body scrubs, body butters to help you raise your vibration, to protect you from negative energy, to enhance your own self-love, to attract the positive love that you need, to aid your finances as well. Anything that you need or you feel like you need intuitively to get you right on your spiritual journey. I'm here for you guys. Stop being intimidated. All right? And don't forget, pride goes before the fall. I don't know who needs to hear that. Push that pride to the side and come on, let's go. I love you all. Take care and be blessed.